Hello, this is Acquired Fields, and it's been a very strange year so far in 2020, mainly with the whole coronavirus pandemic thing going on. But anyways, during this time of crisis, I've been listening to a lot of metal, and here's just a handful of the albums that I've been spinning as of late. I'm going to start off this video here for a band called Schizophrenia, and this is their debut EP, Voices. Schizophrenia plays an extreme brand of thrash metal, and I'm going to assume that they get their name from the Sepultura album, Schizophrenia, one of the best thrash metal albums of the 1980s. I would say stylistically they would be comparable to Demolition Hammer. Anyways, Voices is a great EP that will definitely make my top 10 of 2020 when I get around to making that video, and I look very forward to hearing their full-length album when they finally come out with it. Next up is a band called Cities, and this is their one and only full-length release, Annihilation Absolute. Now, Cities are pretty well known for having their drummer be A.J. Pirro, who also played with Twisted Sister. And anyways, Cities plays traditional power metal, U.S.-style power metal, comparable groups like Metal Church and the first couple of albums by Hex. And Shock Paris might be a band I could, people who like Shock Paris could see like in Cities as well. My favorite track on the album would probably be the opening track, Stop the Race, and the closing track, Deceivers, that one of the highlights as well. But there's no bad tracks on the album whatsoever. And anyways, Annihilation Absolute is a very good U.S. Power metal release, and it's too bad that we actually never really could get a second full-length album from them, but sometimes things just happen like that. And anyways, this is a band called Target, and this is their 1987 debut, Mission Executed. And Target is a thrash metal, melodic, technical thrash metal band from Belgium. Released 2 albums. The Mission Executed is the debut, and I'm actually wearing the shirt of the follow-up album, Master Project Genesis. And Master Project Genesis is a slightly more technical of the 2 albums, but I would say that the best track the Target ever did, They Walk in Front, is on their debut album, Mission Executed. Anyways, after Master Project Genesis, Target disbanded, but they left behind 2 very enjoyable technical thrash metal releases. And anyways, on to the next album here. This is a band called Algebra, and this is their 2019 album, Pulse. And it was released on Unspeakable Acts Records. Now, Unspeakable Acts Records had a great year last year, putting out Ripper's EP, Sensory Stagnation, and another enjoyable album that they put out was Sadistic Rituals' debut. But yeah, they're a great metal record label. And anyways, Algebra plays progressive, somewhat technical thrash metal. And anyways, some of my favorite tracks on this would be Hateful Source, and the title track, and the album closes off with a fantastic cover of Sepultura's Dead Embryonic Cells. But anyways, this is Algebra, and this is their 2019 release, Pulse. Definitely a thrash metal album you might want to look into if you haven't got around to getting it yet. And I'm going to finish off this video here with a band called Hemotoxin, and this is their new release, Restructured a Molded Mind, which just came out earlier this year. And it's their now Hemotoxin is a band I've discussed in past videos, and they released their first album in the early 2010s. I didn't actually get around to hearing Hemotoxin for the first time until around the holidays back in 2016. And after discovering them, I immediately bought both of their full-length albums, and I also bought their EP, The Alchemist, which was released in between the first 2 full-length albums, not too long afterwards. But Hemotoxin is a technical death metal band from California, comparable somewhat to early 90s era Death, and This is also released in the aforementioned Unspeakable Acts Records, a great metal record label. And this is another album that is going to be making my top 10 albums of 2020 when I get around to making that video. But yes, this is Hemotoxin, and this is their new release, Restructured Molten Mind. Definitely worth getting if you like technical death metal. But yeah, it's been a very strange year for sure with the whole coronavirus pandemic going on. And thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed my video. This is Required Field signing off. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.